just thought that was quite funny that she wants to avoid children for 6 hours when she's literally in labour. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 6. We're here with Ezra and Lucy this morning, who are still trying to come to terms with the news that they discovered yesterday. Lucy is feeling pretty uncomfortable, though she's in a better mood now that she's here. Adoring Ezra, she's feeling much better after talking to him about everything, and Ezra on the other hand is feeling pretty tense. But he's here at the moment just trying to make sure he's there for Lucy, try and brighten her day a little bit. Something I did want to address quickly while it's in my mind. For some reason, our roommates just up and left. They hated us so much that they all just left. We have a whole new set of roommates. But I'm not going to worry about them because is Ezra high maintenance? No, he's not high maintenance. But realistically, we're gonna have to move out soon with the news of the baby anyway. So I feel like it doesn't really matter too much that they've gone, but I found that so funny that that they were just up and left. But these two at the moment, I think we're gonna just have a little bit of a chat with Lucy, and he's literally thinking about babies now. I think he is getting a little bit, I know, a bit more intrigued by the idea. He just exit off. He's like, I feel really nervous talking to her about it. But you do need to ask Lucy about it and see if she's had any more thoughts since last night. Nice of you to ask. I'm in my second trimester. I wasn't really wishing for a child right now. Being pregnant is hard on me. Bless her. She's finding it really rough. And we do need to have a deep conversation. But I feel like, while we're here with our roommates, it's probably not the best place to be having it. So I feel like maybe we could come outside, find somewhere a bit more quiet to have this conversation. It's not the nicest day, but why don't we just come over here and chat with each other instead? Luckily, the sun is starting to come out a bit and these two are in decent, energized moods. But Lucy's belly is starting to show a little bit more. I think she's officially in her second trimester now. I don't think Ezra's going to want to ask to feel the bump or anything at the moment, just because I feel like he would want to, but at the same time he wants to make sure he's there for her when she's feeling a little bit stressed about it all. She's trying to do her homework. She's like, I do still have to think about university, but why don't we, we've already asked about the pregnancy. We'll try and reassure her again. He's still flirting with her. They're still so into each other, but they're still really unsure about what is going to happen. And I think Ezra is going to share his worries about the pregnancy and be like, I'm really concerned about what is going to happen, because we discussed yesterday that, I can't face the idea of not having any contact with a child, but you're the complete opposite. You do not want a baby or anything. So I think we need to discuss what we want to actually do about this. I am happy to kind of step up and be the main parental figure if that is what would be better for you. So he is going to organise to provide for the baby and then maybe suggest that we go to counselling together and then say, I know you really don't want kids, but if you don't want to get rid of this child, we need to do something, because I'm really worried you're going to be so stressed and upset this whole pregnancy. So why don't we go to counselling, see if speaking to someone professional can make you feel a little bit better. Even if you don't want kids, they might be able to offer us some ideas and solutions that we hadn't thought about before. I really don't think Ezra is the sort to try and convince Lucy to change her mind. He knows that this isn't what she wants, and she is not gonna just give in and be like, oh, I guess I'll have to be a mum now and stuff. I really don't think she's gonna do that, and I don't think Ezra would even want that from her, because he knows that she would grow to resent him for it. So I think hopefully this counselling will give them a clearer mind and give them some other options. If we look at their sentiments as well, they're still so into each other. They both adore each other. Ezra has got closer from happy memories and growing closer from quality time. They still have this amazing compatibility and attraction and everything. They are soulmates. They really do get along with each other. So it's going to be quite heartbreaking when they have to come to terms with what their future is going to become. These two are back now from their counselling, and Lucy is feeling a bit more confident. She thinks it was helpful enough. It was good to discuss feelings about this with a professional, so she does think it helped a little bit, and they must have come to some sort of not necessarily conclusion, but some idea at least. Ezra is feeling really lustful. I don't think you're going to be having any woohoo at the moment. I think you've got more important things going on. He is also feeling a bit better from discussing things with a professional, but they're both a little bit hungry. Lucy especially is definitely getting hungry now. She's getting a bit more pregnant. So they're going to have some food, and then I think they'll discuss things a little bit further. It is only midday on Saturday, but they do still have football tonight. I don't know if there's a way to I think I looked before, I can't actually have them I'm gonna see if Lucy can call in fake sick and see if that means that she won't have to go to practice tonight, because I feel like, you know, Ezra could go, but Lucy being halfway through a pregnancy at that point, it's probably not a good idea for her to go and do that. But these two are still flirting with each other. They're so interested in each other, and I think they both kind of know what is gonna happen, but they're kind of pushing it off, delaying it, because they really don't want to think about it or anything. And I love that this is technically group cooking, but Ezra's the one doing it and Lucy's sitting down. He's like, look, you sit down, you relax, you rest, I'll make some lunch for you. Lucy is calling in. Hopefully this is actually going to work and she won't have to go to practice tonight. I am crossing my fingers for her that she won't have to go. She's got so many other things to worry about, and if not, I think I'm just going to not send her anyway. She just won't go. But yeah, no, okay, she is actually on vacation. I wonder if Ezra can also call in, because that'd be great if they can both have a night off tonight. So he's also going to call in fake sick, and he's like, I'm really sorry that there is, like, I know there's a match going on, but we both got the stomach bug at the moment. I think they probably won't tell them absolutely everything that's going on until they've worked things out. You don't sound sick. Come to work or you might not have a job when you come back. Okay, they don't believe Ezra. That's a shame. We're gonna see how things go as to whether he just skips it tonight or whether he goes. It's only one match, but I feel like at the same time he probably should be there with Lucy. We'll see if she needs us there, but otherwise we're just gonna come outside and continue that conversation and discuss the counselling. Like, they obviously had therapy with a counsellor, and they haven't had time, just the two of them, to discuss everything since then. They came home, had some lunch, so I think they need to discuss what was discussed at the counselling. I can't get over Ezra's smile when he's thinking about the baby. I think these two know what is going to happen. They just need to officially discuss it properly. Ezra's just sat down to do his homework while Lucy, what happened there? Lucy comes over. But I think we might ask the due date and be like, so how long do you actually think you've got left now until the baby is actually here? How long do we have to prepare, basically? She says, I'm halfway there. I can't wait to meet my little bundle of joy. We're gonna ignore that last part because that's obviously not what she's saying. She's just gonna say, I'm halfway there. We don't have too long now to think about all of this. And yeah, these two are actually going to be kicked out of their housing tomorrow. So luckily we have got somewhere. Ezra has done some research and stuff, and he's found somewhere that they can move in town. He is still so in love with her, but he is going to share his melancholy thoughts and be like, I know what this means for us, and I know that if I am gonna be the one like raising this child and you don't want anything to do with it, I don't know how that means that our relationship can continue. Like, I don't want things to end between us, but I can't see how they can actually continue. And I think Lucy is gonna reluctantly agree to this. Like, they're feeling so flirty because they know they both really like each other right now. Like, they're so in love with each other, but they just can't have a child together when this is not what Lucy wants. It's not fair for her to have to go through this. She would end up resenting Ezra, and Ezra does not want that, but at the same time he can't face the idea of not having like a connection or relationship with his child in the world. And I think the reality of it is that these two will have to break up really sadly, but they know that they can't do this to each other. And I think Lucy is already doing a lot by agreeing to actually continue with this pregnancy for Ezra. Like, she loves him and she really doesn't want to hurt his feelings, but I think she knows that she can't be a parent to a child that she knows she isn't going to love. So I think they will both, you know, want to continue things. Like, they look how much they love each other. They can't keep their hands off each other. They really do love each other, but they know that they can't do this. And I think they're going to want to stick with each other for as long as possible. And they've both agreed that they'll move out to this flat nearby. Like, it's still on campus. They can continue with the university because they are halfway through a term. And I think they're going to try and do their absolute best. And like, he's trying to reassure her right now, so bless him. But they are going to stick with each other for now. And when the baby arrives, I think they will just agree to just be friends. Lucy's like, for one last, like, good time's sake, let's go woohoo in the shower. Why not? I mean, you're already pregnant. You can't get pregnant again. Luckily, there is a flat that is available in town, so they won't have to move too far. But I think what I would like to do with her is finish this term. And then once she's done with that term and starts the new one, she will probably move back into like university housing. She'll probably move back here, whereas Ezra will stay off campus because he will not be able to Oh, we've got our old friend Cash inviting us to the romance festival. We're not going to, even though we did want to hang out with him again. We're not going to. We've got way too many other things going on right now. But what was I saying? Yes, so Lucy will come back to the university housing for her next semester, whereas Ezra will stay in the little flat off campus with the baby. We'll have to see if he makes it through the term. I would like to see if he can balance the two, but honestly, don't know if it's gonna happen because he's already on probation. He still has work to do. He's got to go to practice. I don't want him to go to practice tonight. Ezra, you're not going to practice tonight. I'm gonna have him do maybe a little bit of homework because it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. He has got to literally move out. And Lucy, I mean, I love how active you are. Maybe let's not play football in the bathroom. Go and grab yourself some food. Then she's got a little bit of homework left to complete. I'll get her to do like part of her term paper and her presentation because once the baby arrives, I mean, she won't have anything to do with the baby. Like, that is all going to be on Ezra. They have agreed that her effort goes as far as giving birth, which is already a lot for her, but she will have time to do. Ezra, I asked you not to go to practice. Well, I guess he's gone to the match. That's fine. We'll stay here with Lucy. She's in a really good spirits. Despite everything, she is thinking about how, like, after the baby, she can go back to, like, a normal life, but she's obviously gonna miss Ezra, and they will still stay in touch because they were best friends before anything else, but they just won't be able to continue a romantic relationship, which breaks my heart because I love these two together. While Lucy is here working on her term paper, I just want to have a look at some of her moodlets. So she is feeling intense lust right now because of wanting a bit of woohoo. Their team did win the game, which is absolutely amazing. Ezra is on his way back. He's going to have some dinner, and then his energy is really high, so I'm going to let him just get on with a little bit of homework. But I wanted to see, so Lucy is craving some sweet food, so we'll see if we can grab her some of that later. She is still feeling a little bit uneasy with the pregnancy, a little bit tense, but then we do have this sad moodlet that says, pregnancy continuation. As pregnancy progresses, Lucy feels more and more awful about the physical aspects of the deal. She can't wear her favourite clothes the same way, is starting to not quite recognise herself in the mirror, and hates how people react so positively to the bump taking over Lucy's body mercilessly. Whether Lucy wants children or not is nearly irrelevant. This struggle is something else altogether. Bless her. She is really struggling. We haven't even had the chance to, like, talk to our family about this. Like, she's not spoken to her dad or her sisters. Ezra hasn't spoken to his mum or any of his siblings. Like, nobody knows at the moment. So I don't know, I wonder if maybe tomorrow, once we've moved out, we should probably invite over at least the parents, at least Valerie and at least Jackson, who is Lucy's dad. Like, they can probably tell the siblings, otherwise that is going to be a mad house. But I feel like we should probably at least let them know. Lucy is having a really sad mood swing, which is so fitting. It makes so much sense. But she is doing a really good job right now. She's done all her homework. She has started on this term paper. So I feel like she wants to get as much of this done before tomorrow as possible. Although she's over here just crying at the moment, bless her. Oh, I hate it so much. I think when she's done the draft, she'll go and have some food. And then head to sleep. Although I don't know when we'll get the term. We'll have time. She'll have time to get it done. Although I don't think there's like a computer or a laptop or anything on the new lot. But they can go to campus while baby's a newborn. Or at least Lucy can. Ezra can probably stay home and Lucy can go off. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not sure how I'm going to balance the time yet. As I say, I do want to still play as Lucy until she at least starts the next semester, which they'll finish semester 2 next episode. Like, she'll have the baby in this episode, and then next episode she'll will be the last episode with Lucy as a playable sim, which I miss her. I already, like, she's still here, but I'm like, I don't want to not play as her. But I can't believe our Generation 4 heir is going to be born in this episode. Like, Ezra can only have one child, so this is the child that is going to be the heir. I haven't checked what she's having yet, whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. I have names prepared for both, but I also don't know what I would prefer. Like, I think I'd be really happy with either. I just have no idea what it's going to be. My gut feeling is a boy. but I don't actually know that. So we'll have to see. If you have any ideas, pause the video, comment down below what you think it's going to be, and then check at the end when the baby is here, see if you got it right or not. I'm really intrigued. I really have no idea, and I'm super excited. But I also don't think these two would want to go and check, or like Ezra probably would want to check. But I feel like Lucy just wants as much detachment from this whole pregnancy as possible, so I feel like she's not going to go and get scanned. She'll probably actually also have like a home birth, because then she can continue with life as much as she can while she's in labour. Like, I feel like she'd just push through. She'd want to continue studying, she'd want to continue as much as she can. And I get the feeling that she probably wouldn't want to be around like the hospital clinical environment anyway. It's just going to make the whole situation even more real. Lucy has finished the first draft of her term paper, and she's also booked the home birth. Ezra is doing a really good job working on his homework. He got himself some juice. I did stop him because I just didn't think that was the best idea. I feel like he needs to work as hard as he can right now before the baby gets here, get as much work done as possible. So he has done one piece of homework, he's 75% done here, and then he's gonna get this one done, I think, before heading to sleep. His energy is still in the green, so I want to make the absolute most of this before we get booted out of our house tomorrow. Lucy has asked Ezra to make sure that he is there to support her during the home birth. She has told him that she's decided not to go into the hospital to have the baby, and he's like, of course I'll be there to support you. I'd love to make sure I'm there for you as much as possible. So I don't know how the classes are going to work on Monday. I want to try and be like as realistic as possible. Like, they're not just going to send the baby off to daycare and stuff. They won't be able to afford all of that. We will cross that bridge when we come to it, I think. Lucy's woken up at 5:30 in the morning, desperate to use the bathroom. We have only got 3 hours until she's in her third trimester, which means that we will be moving out of this uni home, so I'm going to try and get her sleep up as much as possible. She has woken up with both of her wants to do with Ezra. She wants to chat with him and make out with him, so she's just not ready to let him go, but I think they both know that this is what has to be done. Packing up and moving out, Lucy will soon be welcoming a new baby into her life. As her current university housing doesn't have the necessary resources to give the child the best care, Lucy should spend some time packing up her stuff and find a better place for her and her upcoming baby to live. So we've got plenty of time. I'm just gonna make sure that we take our pictures. We actually didn't have too much in this house that was ours. I feel that it's really cheeky to take this laptop, so I'm not going to. No, I did have a moment where I was like, maybe I should, but no. When we need to use laptops and computers and stuff, we'll go to the commons, but I think it was literally just those 2 pictures. We didn't have anything else, so we're gonna make the absolute most of this. I invited one of our random roommates so that we could actually cook together, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to make his own food. But Ezra is now feeling really sad. He's got the gloomy trait, but it makes so much sense with everything that's going on, knowing he needs to break up with Lucy once the baby is here. Like, he's probably quite excited about the idea. You know, I mean, kind of a bit of both. He is neutral about having a child. Like, he's not madly hoping for it, but at the same time, he's definitely not against it. He's probably trying to think positively, but he knows that it means the end of his relationship with Lucy, and he is sad about that. And he also needs to make sure he tells his mother today as well. And he's also missing his family. Like, he wanted to spend some time with them this weekend, but it's just been taken away because of everything that's been going on. So we are still going to invite over Valerie and Jackson when we've moved into the new place. But how long do we have now? Oh, we've still got plenty of time. So once the fruit salad is done, I'm gonna get Lucy up. But she felt the baby kick and she's feeling a little bit dazed. So Lucy's hand gently pressed against her baby bump when out of the blue, a wiggling sensation made her feel like she had goldfish doing synchronized swimming in her belly. What a weird feeling. Oh, she's probably not enjoying that at all. She's feeling really tense because she doesn't know when she's gonna give birth. She's still feeling really sad from the pregnancy overload. To some extent, Lucy must have gotten used to the physical realities of pregnancy, but whatever habituation might have happened fell apart because it keeps getting worse, bigger and bigger and harder to ignore. Lucy does not feel like herself anymore and can't wait for this to be over. Valerie is literally calling Ezra. She's like, oh, I thought you were gonna come over this weekend. And I feel like Ezra is probably gonna just have a chat with his mum, be like, I have something really important I need to tell you. Can you maybe come over later this afternoon? He's gonna give her his address. But yeah, I think that is perfect timing for Valerie to actually call. These two have made it to their new home. They're just having a little bit of a hug because they know this is the next step in the journey and they know what is going to come next after this. Ezra is, well, I mean, he was feeling pretty sad, but he's feeling a bit relieved now after that emotional release. So this is actually where they're going to be living. I'm going to pause it so we can have a look. So this is their new home. I did build it myself. I'm really happy with it. I really love how it turned out. So it's like a little townhouse in Brightchester town, so they're not too far from campus. It is 2 units, so we have got the owners living upstairs. This is actually the owner herself. So we've got Kiri. She is living upstairs with her daughter and her father. So they are renting the bottom unit basically, and this is where these two will be living for now. So their front door is actually downstairs, so you come down the little entranceway here. This is their front door, this is their entrance. It is quite like scarcely decorated. I really like the decorations, but as you can see, there's like a whole wall here with nothing on. Their kitchen is furnished, but it is very minimal. Like, this is everything that just came up with the place. We have got over here like a little bathroom area and a little like outdoor patio, which also leads to an upstairs patio as well. So yeah, this is all their downstairs open space. Every room has a window, which I wanted to make sure, I thought was really important. We have only got one room that is decorated at the moment. So this is going to be like the main bedroom. Then you've got the bathroom. This will be a spare bedroom that we have got. And then we've got a room over here, which will be for the baby. So this is where these two will be living for now. As I said, obviously they will be breaking up. Which, sad times, they will be breaking up, so they probably won't be sharing a room after the baby gets here. Well, I don't know, maybe we should keep them together until Lucy moves out. I feel like that's probably what they would want, at least. Like, they're over here. I don't know, I feel like Ezra's like, can I please, like, just feel the baby? I know you're feeling really uncomfortable with the whole pregnancy, but please, can I just have a feel? And Lucy's like, you know what? Go ahead, go for it. Like, I know this is what you want, and I know this is going to make you really happy, so just have a feel of the bump. I feel like she is going to try and do as much as she can for him, to make him feel as comfortable as possible. She is feeling happy, she is feeling cheerful, she's looking on the bright side of things. As much as she's hating everything right now, she is trying her best to stay positive. But I know we have only just moved into our new place, but I think I'm going to take these two straight to campus so they can work on their term papers and stuff. Oh no, we're not. We're going to invite over the parents, aren't we? Scrap that idea. We are going to invite over both parents. Although we do actually have Xian, who is Kitty's father. He has come over to greet us. So we're going to have a chat with him. I guess he is living upstairs, so we're not going to insult the house. I feel like we're just going to discuss some changes, just to kind of be polite and everything. And then we are going to have Lucy invite her father over. She has bad compatibility with her dad, and Bo's literally asking her to hang out. Yeah, we're not going to do that, but here we go. Here's lovely Valerie. We're going to come over and give her a kiss and greet her. And I wish there was a way to kind of have Ezra announce the pregnancy to Valerie. I feel like he's going to have a deep personal conversation, and that's going to be his way of talking to her and telling her everything that's going on. And then Lucy will probably have to come over and, you know, officially announce it. But he's just here seeing his mum. He's like, yeah, so I didn't do too well in my first term, and now yeah, Lucy is actually pregnant. So he's gonna fill her in and everything. I'm not gonna repeat it all because we all know what's happening. She's gonna come over and announce the unwanted pregnancy to him, and she's like, look, there's no hiding this, there's no hiding. He's like, I really don't like this house. Is this where you're living now? And she's like, yeah, well, it's only temporary. I'm only staying here until the end of the semester, then I'm moving back to campus. Ezra is taking charge of the baby. He's feeling so tense. She's like, do you want grandkids? I don't think she's gonna ask that because she knows that she's not gonna have anything to do with it, and it is obviously hard for them both. She doesn't really, like, she's got a neutral relationship with her dad, but she does have bad compatibility, and he's straight away like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this right now. But dude, come on. I think I am going to send Xian away just because we have quite a lot going on right now. I mean, I appreciate the fact he came over, but I think Lucy's probably going to come over and speak to Valerie as well and just announce the unwanted pregnancy. I'll be like, yeah, so this was definitely not planned, and neither of us have, well, I'm not happy about this. And Valerie's like, I was in your shoes once. So I can really empathize with you, but I'm not going to be here to try and change your mind. You know what you're doing, you know what's right for you. And I know Ezra will be fine. Like, he basically helped raise Ethan, who is a child now, by the way. He aged up into a child. They've got super siblings. He's so cute. But Ezra did help out a lot when Ethan was an infant and a toddler, so it's not like he has no idea what to expect. Like, granted, he wasn't a dad, but he did have a lot to do with the parenting. I mean, he's got the parenting skill. It's not high, but he has got the parenting skill. But I think, Ezra, instead of playing football, maybe actually have a chat with your mom. I love that Valerie is here for her son, and I have really, really missed her. He does feel really appreciative that she is here. I feel like she'd probably offer, you know, be like, I wish you could come back home, and we could help you out. Like, we've got little Esme, like, they would grow up together and everything, your child and Esme. But I feel like Ezra knows that that is not possible. There's not space for them all. There literally is not space for them all. But I feel like he's like, I can do this. You could do this. I can definitely do this. I'll be fine, and I know where you are. You'll be there if I need you. And she's like, yeah, of course I will. I did this all by myself. You can definitely do this too. I love her. And it looks like Jian is back, so maybe Ezra can go over and give him a respectful introduction. In my mind, it's actually Kiri who owns the house, but her father is here. And oh my goodness, positive? It's been so long since we've actually had positive first impressions. Ezra thinks Jian is sophisticated, and Jian thinks Ezra is emotionally expressive. So probably where he walked over and saw that Ezra is sobbing, he's like, you know what, I like a man who's in tune with his emotions. So why don't we also come over and say hi to Kiri as well. Let's give her also a polite introduction. She is obviously our landlord, so we want to make sure we say hi to her. She is so cute. I love her. I did create this family just so that they'll be like our landlords, because I didn't want some random ugly townies. Oh no, okay, she isn't too sure on us. We think she's interesting. She thinks we're a little bit weird. Okay, well, I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. Lucy is so close to capturing this information. Then I'm gonna let her go use the bathroom. I have her stay at home, and Ezra can go off cat. Although, to be honest, we have 3,700 simoleons. We could actually just get the really cheap computer instead of a laptop. So I think I'm just going to do that. It's only 800 simoleons. We can definitely afford our bills still. Then we can stay on the lot, and Ezra can start working on his term paper. Lucy will just go to sleep, I think, when she's gone to use the bathroom. I know it's quite early, but come on, she's in her 3rd trimester. She doesn't want this pregnancy. She's been working so hard. She deserves to go to sleep early. And Ezra has said goodbye to his mum. Valerie's like, I really appreciate you know, being honest with me, but I do need to head back home now. I do have the other kids to look after, but you know where I am if you ever need me. Just, you know, I'm just at the end of the phone. Invite me over whenever. And oh no, Lucy didn't make it to the toilet in time. No, okay. Well, she's just going to go and take a shower, and then I think she's just going to head to sleep, and Ezra can worry about cleaning that up, and he can prepare some food and everything for her once he has done a little bit of work. She's going to go straight to sleep anyway, and we do actually have laundry to be doing in this place, which I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I've done it anyway. A bit of an extra challenge. Not that we need it with university and a newborn on the way. Ezra is going to absolutely love it in this place because he's technically in a basement, so he feels safe and secure because of his paranoid trait. I love that. He's also feeling really lustful right now, but again, unlikely that you're going to be getting any woohoo for a little while, Ezra. I really don't see it happening. Kiri has just invited herself in to the flat. I mean, she does own it, but I feel like she shouldn't just be walking into our place. Ezra is being nice and just chatting with her, listening to what she has to say. I can't remember what traits I actually gave her, so we will have to get to know her a little bit, but hopefully she's not going to just loiter. Yeah, she's heading off anyway now at the moment, giving us a chance to continue working on our term paper. Luckily, we actually do have some fruit salad that we made at the last place, so Ezra doesn't have to worry about cooking or anything tonight. Lucy is just going to sleep for a little bit longer and then grab herself some food. I believe she'll be going into labour tomorrow morning. Lucy has woken up once again really early in the morning, desperate for the toilet. She's feeling super angry from the pregnancy, from being irritable. She's going to go and grab some food, and then she actually wants to work on her presentation. Like, that was one of her her little wants, so I've pinned that in. She also wants to woohoo with Ezra, so again, I feel like she's like, I know this isn't gonna last for very much longer. I want to make the absolute most of it, so I am gonna make sure that, you know what, Ezra is feeling pretty rested. I am going to have him go out and grab some woohoo protection. It probably won't be happening before she gives birth. So in case they end up woohooing after she's given birth, I do not want any more pregnancies because we actually aren't allowed any more pregnancies. So Ezra is going to head off, grab some protection items. It's good for him to have in anyway, just in case of like future romances. I know that's probably not going to be happening anytime soon, but at least then he's got them there just in case. Look at Lucy's face right now. She's just having a fruit salad while working on her term presentation. She is feeling so mad. Like, she already hated this whole pregnancy. She's like, I cannot wait for this to be over. I mean, it was bad enough anyway beforehand, but now she's like, I'm just so close to the end. I'm just so ready for this to be done and over with. I did buy a birthing pool because, as I said, I decided to do a home birth and I wasn't sure if I wanted her to do one on the, like, with the birthing pillows or the water, but then I remembered that she's actually a child of the ocean, so I feel like it makes sense for her to want to give birth in water. So we are going to have this ready for when she does have the baby. I don't know how long she's going to be in labour for. It's probably going to be a little while, so this episode might be a little bit longer than usual because I would like to have the baby in this episode. I'm sure we'll be able to. But yeah, as I say, it might just be a little bit of a longer episode. I hope you don't mind, but I really want the baby to be born in this episode. I might have Ezra email his professors about his progress, just so I know which one of his courses he should work a little bit harder on. Like, as I say, he's done his homework for all of them. He does have class in 4 hours, so we won't be able to get too much done. But it says there's a good chance of failing that one, good chance of failing that one, and a good chance of failing that one. Great, so he's not doing very well on any of them. So Ezra, go use the bathroom, clean up the food and the dirty dishes, and then I might have him come over and potentially just work on getting this up to normal quality. His term paper, then that's one thing we don't have to worry about. If it's normal quality, we can submit a normal paper, which is better than he did last time where he had to submit a poor quality one. And Lucy's doing so well. Her presentation's at normal quality. She's still not having to worry about giving birth yet. I think it will probably turn over about like 8, 9. Oh no, it started to flash. That means we've only got about 20 minutes left. It's gonna happen any minute, but labour's usually quite long, so she'll be able to keep going. She'll be able to keep going, and I know she will want to continue as much as she can. She does have her classes today, although I don't know if it's gonna send her. Is it gonna send her? Because it doesn't say on here. Like, Ezra, it's got class in 2 days, class in 4 hours, class in 6 hours, but Lucy, it's not got it here. So I don't know if she's going to go. I'm going to try and send her if I can, and if not, then she is going to be staying home and working on everything else. I just feel like that's what she would want to do, but she is officially in labour now. I feel like Ezra hasn't realised yet because he's not done his little panic. He's so, like, invested in his work. He's not had his little moment of freak out. Ezra, why don't you stop and just react, and then you can keep working on your paper for now, because I don't think there's really too much you can do. Oh my gosh, it's actually happening. This is so scary. I'm actually having a baby. Oh my gosh, Gen 4 is on the way, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's happening. I am trying to remember how we do. Oh, I actually need to start the home birth. Lucy, wake up. I'm trying to remember. There we go. Let's start the home birth. Lucy is going into labour. Prepare for her home birth by purchasing a birth ball, which we have done. Activities such as breathing exercises, taking a bath, or exercising on the birth ball will help her manage her contraction pains and speed up dilation. So I know we will need to hire a nurse to be with us, but I'm not going to do that because they're so expensive, and I know we've still got a little while, so I might actually have her just come upstairs, let herself take a bubble bath that hopefully will ease her pain just a little bit more. She's like, Ezra, I can't believe you're not cleaned up yet. I thought you were going to clean up. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I was a little bit distracted. So Ezra, why don't you just come clean up? Clean up for a bit. It's not gonna be too long till he's got to head off anyway, so I'm gonna let him stop doing that. Hopefully he got a little bit of work done, a little bit of progression on his paper. It is normal quality. Okay, great. I don't have to worry so much anymore. The absolute irony of Lucy having a want to avoid children for 6 hours. She's like, as much as I don't want to be giving birth, she just wants a break from child. She's like, I just want 6 hours to myself before everything is going to change. She is feeling really stressed from the contraction pain, so it's uncomfortable but manageable. So she's trying her best to manage everything. Hopefully this bath is helping, but just thought that was quite funny that she wants to avoid children for 6 hours when she's literally in labour. Now is really not the time for a welcome wagon. We have got Jeffrey Nielsen here to come and greet us. We've got Xian as well, who obviously we met yesterday. So Ezra, he at the moment was just doing a little bit of laundry, but he's given up, so I guess you can come over and say hi to your No, don't invite them in. This is the worst time. Lucy's literally in labour. We probably shouldn't be inviting our neighbours in, but they've got fruitcake. So I guess we're gonna invite him in. He's like, sorry, Lucy's in labour and I do have class in like 20 minutes, but feel free to let yourself in. Well, make yourself at home. I feel like Ezra is just too polite and he's like, yeah, you guys can come in, why not? And they're probably like, why is there a giant paddling pool in your house? He is saying hi to his other neighbour who also thinks he's weird, which is great. The property owner is here for a visit. Well, obviously this pack is new, so I have no idea what is actually going on or how to do it, so I don't know what that actually means, but I'm gonna see if I can send Lucy to her class. I don't think I can. Yeah, I actually can't send her to her class. No, she's probably gonna hate that. She's gonna have to work extra hard, I think, now that she can't go to class. Ezra still hasn't cleaned up these dishes, and I've got that annoying glitch where I can't actually select how I want Ezra to do in class, that I want him to actively listen or take notes. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I feel like Lucy is probably gonna just dismiss most of the neighbours, but she does still actually have the option to invite in Kiri. So she is saying goodbye to Jeffrey. She's like, it's nice to meet you, but now is really not a great time, so if you could leave, that would be great, please. She's like thinking he's pretentious, which is fair, the fact he's just walked in, and he's thinking that she's egocentric. He's like, oh, we came here to give you fruitcake and you're just kicking us out. And she's like, I have a valid reason, I'm literally in labour right now. Dude, leave, stop, do not eat my fruit salad, you are not welcome here. And because I couldn't change anything, it says Ezra did the absolute minimum, which is really not what I wanted. He does have another class in an hour, but he's doing really well right now, so I'm gonna have him just start this homework. And then he's gonna head off soon anyway. Lucy's coming upstairs to just say hi to Kiri. Yeah, we're just gonna ask her about her day and then probably just take ourselves straight to sleep because she's getting really tired. I think we'll probably call the nurse to arrive later this evening, potentially. Like, I know it will take a little while and I don't want to spend too much money. We do have enough to pay for bills at the moment, but we are probably gonna have to get Ezra a job, you know, because we are gonna have to have bills to pay. We can't just pay for like our university accommodation. We are actually gonna have bills to pay, and we've got 2,400 million, so this is not great, is it? I've never seen this one before, I don't think. Lucy has an angry moodlet that says, I'm done from going into labour. Why is this taking so long? Lucy knew it'd be painful, but she did not sign up for this. The contractions are intense stabbing pains that's making her feel irritated. She can't help but snap at everything and everyone around them. Anything to distract herself from the pain. Just get this baby out already. That is so fitting. She is obviously also still feeling quite a lot of pain. Things are getting a lot more difficult now. I think she's past the early stage. She should try doing some early labour activity. Okay, no, she's still technically in early labour. It's gonna be a long day, Lucy. And Ezra is at his class. I'm gonna have him take notes before it glitches out again. Hopefully he'll do a little bit better in this class. Ezra once again put in enough work to get a decent grade. We have got some random just coming to invite themselves over. Jaden Price, we have a good relationship with him, so I wonder if he's someone we knew at school, but we are just going to pretend we can't see him. I mean, even though he could definitely see us, he's going to go chat with him. Ezra cannot help himself. He really can't. The contractions are coming faster now. As the baby's arrival is getting closer, Lucy can't help but worry about what could happen if something goes wrong. Will the baby be all right? If she is not as strong as she thought? What if Lucy has to stop herself from thinking about all the what ifs? Just try to breathe. She still knows how to do that, right? Oh gosh, bless her. She's woken up to go use the bathroom, and I feel like now might be a good time to call a doctor. Ezra is obviously done with classes for the day. He was getting on with a little bit more studying, but I think I'm going to send Jaden home because we have just got so many other things to worry about. So Ezra is going to keep working on this. Lucy is going to call a nurse to arrive. Hopefully they will be able to... we can take family leave. So that means she won't get told off for not going to practice tonight. We're going to give that a go. And does that mean Ezra can also take family leave? No, I don't think Ezra can, but Lucy could, which, I mean, that is a win in my book. At least one of them can excuse themselves from practice tonight. Our midwife has arrived, so Lucy is going to come over and ask her to check the dilation, and then probably just ask her, well, we're going to actually probably give her a friendly introduction first. Oh, they're coming straight over to the sofa to check this, fair enough. Ezra still hasn't cleaned up these dishes, so once he's finished his homework, he's going to do that because these have been here all day. 5 centimeters dilated, so we're halfway there. Amazing. For some reason, Ezra just keeps putting the plates back down. I don't understand why. I've set this sink as both kitchen and as regular, but he just keeps putting the dishes down. I looked into it after I finished recording it. It turns out that it was the shelf above the sink that was stopping me from being able to use the sink, so I've just changed the placement of the sink. sink so that we can actually wash up our dishes now. Ezra, why don't you come over and just cook some dinner? Just something really easy. Just make some salad. And Lucy, she can just go for a little bit of a walk. She is getting a bit tired, but that will move the labour along. It will give Ezra time to prepare dinner and her a little bit of time to just get out of the house. She's walking into the bathroom. I mean, you can go and walk around upstairs. You don't have to stay in the house. Lucy didn't want to wait for the garden salad. She is just having fruit salad instead. I'm going to let her go use the bathroom. And Ezra has gone off to practice again. I had intended to stop him, but he went before I could. Oh my gosh. Lucy's going over to do some breathing exercises, and she has some more negative moodlets at the moment. So she's got when will it end? Lucy can't remember how long it has been. All that's left is pain. Her abdomen feels like it's filled with fire during contractions. Lucy knows it takes time bringing a baby into the world, but this has been going on forever. She can't help but feel like screaming until it's all over. And she also has contraction pain. Lucy is in agony. She can't think about anything else besides how much pain there is. Sleeping is impossible now, much less walking around. If Lucy has a birthing partner, get them over here quick. Ezra, you really shouldn't have left. You really shouldn't have left. She is doing some breathing exercises, but to be honest, I might just have her sleep because she is absolutely exhausted, especially while Ezra's at practice. When he gets back, I might have them both hop in the pool together, see if that makes her feel a little bit better, have them check the dilation. I feel like she definitely wants to wait for Ezra to get back, just in case anything happens. She knows she can't do this by herself. Ezra is back now. He's feeling really tense from doing the football practice. He's like, I really need a break. I can't keep doing this. There's so much going on. So I don't know if there's a way to do it. I checked before about taking vacation days, but it only let me try and call in sick, but it wouldn't, he was rejected from doing that. But he is over here just finishing his garden salad now. Lucy is going to wake up. She's going to come and see if we can have Kennedy check the dilation. 7 centimeters dilated. Okay, we're doing a really, really good job. I reckon the baby will come maybe around midnight. So she's just going to go and use the bathroom and then cuddle with her partner for a little bit, I think. Lucy looks so much more comfortable now that she's here with Ezra in the pool, but she still looks so sad. They both do, bless them, because they know what this means. Oh, but they are just trying to make sure they're there for each other. Ezra especially is trying to make sure he's here for Lucy right now. She's feeling so uncomfortable, bless her. I think we should probably just go to bed, to be honest. Let's come upstairs. Shall we do the no, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna head straight to sleep, I think. See if we can sleep off a little bit of the labor. Wake up maybe 1 a.m. if we don't need to wake up sooner, but that way we'll get a little bit more energy. 9 centimeters, we're so close. Instead of going all the way upstairs to bed, these two have just decided to nap on the sofa because they know it's not going to be too long now until the baby is actually here. Lucy is so appreciative of Ezra being there from that cozy snuggle. Lucy is experiencing a lot of pain right now, but the warm embrace from her partner and the cozy nap have allowed her to temporarily forget about the discomfort. Lucy feels safe, comfortable and relaxed enough to face the next wave of contractions, whereas Ezra was over here feeling really upset about it. Ezra felt a sense of relief and gratitude when he woke up and saw his partner peacefully asleep next to him, but now all he can think about is how much pain they're about to be in. If it were possible, he would take their place in a heartbeat. If only there was more Ezra could do. Again, that just fits perfectly. He knows how much Lucy is hating this, and he's like, I wish I could do more to actually be there for her. Like, she's hating every second of this, and she's kind of doing this for me, so I wish I could actually do more. But it is 3:30 in the morning. Hopefully it's this time. Oh my gosh, she's fully dilated. Okay, let's go over and let's have this baby. It is happening. Lucy is in active labor. She is giving birth. Ezra is here for her. He is feeling pretty stressed right now, understandably, and so is she. He's feeling so tense. It's go time. You're doing a great job. Keep going. He's trying to encourage her as much as possible, but she is feeling so uncomfortable right now. Oh my goodness, it's a girl! I'm really shocked. Lucy just gave birth to a baby girl. So the surname will obviously be Solana, and the next generation is Mars, which means our name is going to be starting with an M, and the girl's name that I've decided with an M is Maisie. So you've got little Maisie Solana, and oh my goodness, thank gosh it's only one. I'm so shocked it's a girl. But here comes the little baby. This screenshot is everything. Look at Lucy's face. She's so terrified, and Ezra's like, oh my gosh, my little baby is here. I can't believe it. Look at them. I think Lucy is probably really dazed right now. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is finally over. I can't believe we actually have a child. I feel like as much as she's looking happy right now, it's probably everything that's going on, the hormones, the emotions, and everything like that. And she's like, I can't believe I've actually done this. I've actually had a baby. I've actually given birth. I can't believe our Gen 4 heir is a girl. I'm so shocked. I am so shocked. And Ezra, the first thing he's doing is going to practice juggling. I wanted to change the outfit for the baby and I wasn't sure what to go for, but then I thought, what about daisies for days? Because Daisy Maisie, I think that could be really cute. So Ezra's gonna come over and change little Maisie into her new onesie and come and give her a little bit of attention. Lucy's just walking around nude at the moment. I'm gonna ignore that. I think on this note, I am gonna end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I can't believe our Gen 4 heir is here. Let me know if you guessed correctly that they were going to be having a girl. I obviously guessed wrong. I thought it was going to be a boy, but I'd love to know if you got it right or if you were wrong like me. But if you did enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.